Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Lynn Verdi. You know me as the co host of Silver and Sensational, which we are usually in the presence of the Silver and Sensational Lois Mills. We didn't get a chance to record an episode this week, and Lois asked me to compile some clips or put something together, make something happen, essentially. And I thought it might be a nice opportunity for me to talk to you about just how wonderful Lois is and how much of an impact she's made on my life. So let's talk about Lois. So, Lois and I have known each other for just under 2 years now, and we met under professional circumstances to bring this YouTube channel to life. And over the last couple of years, our format has changed, hosts have changed, what we talk about on the channel has changed. It's mostly in an effort to find out what works, what kind of content we like to bring out into the world. One of the best shifts I think we've made so far is giving me the opportunity to be co-host with Lois, because when I was just in the background as a producer for the shows, I found myself just falling in love with her, honestly. So, like I said, we first met under these professional circumstances, so we didn't have a lot of an opportunity to form a friendship. But while I was watching her talk and share these stories, I was just in awe of listening to a badass living a badass life. Not without obstacles, not without flaws, not a perfect person, but just a human who was unapologetically themselves. I have in my life had the distinct honor of working with, for, and around many different types of women. And while even my childhood was a safe and nurturing one, I wasn't really represented with strong female success or success in general. Not a lot of family members of mine exhibit success. They might achieve it and then lose it, or they might not have a lot of see-through or follow-through. So I really wasn't modeled like the best way to be a professional in this world and pursue your dreams with a passion and fervor and commitment. But also how to be a woman, I think we all, I don't know, I had this experience when I was younger. I was like, well, why wasn't I a boy? Would I want to have been a boy? And it took me a long time to understand just what kind of woman I am. Now that I'm aging, that perspective or identity that I have for myself also shifts. Am I, still that tomboy that I thought when I was a kid? I thought I was when I was a kid. Do I want to be an elegant woman? Do I want to be a high class woman? Or do I want to be like shooting the shit woman with like the dudes? I've experienced different versions of myself as I've grown, and I don't feel like I have to fit into a box. But just like anybody, I also want to understand myself better. So as I've been in the company of many types of women, I'll often look to them and see them as examples of ways I can be, or ways I might want to be, or ways I might not want to be. So either a cautionary tale or a success tale. And so I kind of pick and choose what I like about these women and try to fold these elements into my daily life with some success, with some failure. Sometimes we all try on shoes and they don't fit right, but at least we tried them on. It took me a moment to realize that here I am in the presence of yet another woman who I get to learn from. Not only be a friend of, we've become very good friends, someone who I love dearly and trust and consider a very important part of my life. But also, she kept on talking about how she had mentored women. And I was like, wow, do I need a mentor? Do I want her to be a mentor? Can't she be one? Why? But then it's so our relationship naturally gravitated towards that. Even though she is a mentor or someone that I look up to in so many ways, our playing field feels very equal. She treats me just as though she would a loved one, and only one she wants to help. But this is just a long way to say not only by just being around her and working with her have I learned so much. She has shared so much with us on the podcast. She's listened to me and things I'm going through and offered advice. And just by sharing her stories, which is such an empowering, strong, and brave thing to do, I learned so much from her. And she's one of the only women in my life that I've met so far that there's very little I wouldn't want to be like in her. I think she's elegant. I think she's smart. I think she is funny as fuck. And she's generous and she's full of life and she's got so much ambition. And so one of the things I am hoping to do with this channel with her is help her to realize the goal of I want other people to see just how fucking awesome she is, which is why I think doing YouTube and being online like this is the best way to do it. And she's putting out, look, Silver and Sensational is not the kind of content that every woman her age is putting out there. You know, it's not just like fashion content or makeup content or feeling fabulous over 50. She's giving you like the real, here's where I'm coming from. Here's what I learned. What more can I learn perspective that I just think it's not just for her demographic. It's for my demographic. It's for people that want to learn how to be independent and strong, but admit to when they need to be vulnerable. I think the message Lois shares is for so many people, and we're so grateful that so many of you have expressed how much Lois has helped you and how much you enjoy being on this journey with us too. And I just saw this as a unique opportunity to share with you why I love Lois. So maybe in the comments, you can all drop a reason why you love Lois. What do you love what has she like just taught you about? Is there something that she's opened your mind to? Is there a story that you think about that she has shared? I think about a lot of the stories that she has shared because some of the stuff she has been through is just amazing. And again, like her willingness to not always paint herself in the best light, but share an experience she's been through so that you can get maybe do better or have a little bit more education under your belt before you get yourself in the same situation. That's a pretty beautiful and estimable trait that I think she does with a lot of grace and is also another quality that I hope to achieve and master, especially while working with her. So let's give some love to Lois. I know this isn't your usual programming. We'll be right back to it next week. We got some fun things planned for you guys in the next coming months. So stay tuned. And if you love Lois, do us a favor, share with your friends right now. Hit like, subscribe, do a little comment. Let us know what you love about Lo. And we'll see you next Friday. Thanks, everyone. Bye.